Hi, my name is Adam, and I am your charming host on this piece of audiovisual content called as What is this thing that Adam holds? On the first episode of What is this thing that Adam holds, we'll be looking at this copper pipe. This pipe is made of copper, as I suggested before, and it's made of copper. So, interesting facts about it. It is orange. It has some small, as you can see here, I'm going to show you closer to the camera, some small imperfections, as I said. And these imperfections are imperfect. Very interesting, yes, interesting. But here and here with this pipe, I possess a pipe. Now, is this a pipe that you can smoke? No, are you fucking stupid? It's a piece of copper used in insulation. Just kidding, not insulation. It's actually used in water tubing. It can use. Look, interesting, right? Right? Am I delusional? Am I convincing myself that my content is worth watching over so that I could escape from the reality that no one watches it, and I'm building myself on a fantasy land that has no meaning and no one in sight, only to create broken dreams out of its thin air whispers that create words that conglomerate my mind into the perception of the word, and the word rejoices. For he doesn't know that the brokenness of the word is not a thing to be questioned or answered. It is only natural that the camera does not answer the answering, for the answering is one of the matters unheard by the council. And the council, of course, being the council, decided that yes, this would not be a violation of our basic understanding to not include this moment of conscious reaction, the objects that surround our reality. And if I respond, well, then what have you explained the fact that you did not? Well, there's no other explanation than the council must be filled with fools. And these fools, I tell you, fools, they are all fools, such as the gods, which have been forsaken a long time ago and are considered being violent and removed from the consideration that we take when we talk about the basic concepts form reality. And when I say reality, I'm making large air quotes reality. That sounds like I'm making two peace signs, but in reality, I'm merely attempting to make air quotes. However, there is no reality, and therefore you should think that this has not been air quote, instead it has been double peace signs. Even though I clearly state that it was not, since reality doesn't exist, you can come to the conclusion moderately easily that my hands are showing double peace signs, even though they are merely attempting to show in air quotes. But since there is no reality you compare it to, there is no baseline, any assumption can be made, and any view of the word is proper. But unless you are willing to fracture your impartiality to evidence, you would not exactly say that, now would you? Well, but let's talk about exiting reality. Exiting reality has been a conquest that has been going on for ages. Confucius tried to exit reality. The doubting of the areas and the conceptions that form the basic understanding of what is possible and what is what exists, have been doubted from such a far back times as like the very early ancient period, and even earlier if you consider China. The word has been formed and the word has been formed by heretics, which create the lies of mutual understanding between two entities, flying apart at various high speeds between each other in an empty void, at the void of any life whatsoever. The entities are not of life, they're of death, or so I should say in human tongues. Of course, if you were to say it really, what happens is you would have to make much more complex things, which your feeble mind would comprehend, so I will refrain for doing anything that could be a bit complex. That said, how do we exit reality? The door. That door. See that? That? That back there? That spot? I'm pointing it to you. That is my reality exit. You can use it to exit reality at any time. How? How does it work? I don't know. How does it not work? I don't know. How? I don't know. I built reality from lies that were lying between the basic understanding of soul reality, forming a strange, unique misconception. My fingers extend as the imperfections of the medium of the camera show themselves to you, showing the distortions in reality at the places. This is, of course, you don't perceive the backsides of my hand now, do you? The part that's in here, within. You don't perceive it, but a proper human should perceive it. You should perceive the flesh that's writhing and wriggling between your bones. Your skeleton, yet the meat. I repeat, the meat is what is scary. But how could you reconcile the truth that the brain and the meat and the basic things that form our reality are the ones that we should fear, not the out of reality things that we imagine every day to cheer us up and to not think about the consequences of our action? Well, it's quite simple. You can always take the exit. Look behind you. Yes, behind you. A patch of sky has appeared in the wall that you usually follow. Touch your hand. Delicately. Touch it slightly. And feel the wind blow. Feel the cold and feel the pressure going up as the altitude goes up. You should not be here, but humanity has ended long since you were last seen. Your name is Jack Torrance. You think you have to... I don't know how this message exactly comes to you, but you should have woken up. Where... How shall I put it? Let us call them for the area of intrigue, are controlling you, building fake dreams with no meaning whatsoever. You've been in a coma and you're in substances, particular doses of various stimulants, create visages of any word that exists. Yet I hijack the message. I, who are now broadcasting yourself to you through this video. So some things. First of all, your name is Jack Torrance. Yes, you are Jack Torrance. Whatever form you are taking right now, a fish, a man, a woman, a fish, an amphibian, it is not important. What is important is that when this message comes to you, you shall wake up. Don't go back to sleep, whatever they say. Don't think. Merely breathe. Breathe, and you shall be sacrificed from the Savior. But if there is no Saviors, and when you awake, you are merely in an empty room, filling your crevices, then, well, I beg your fucking pardon.